Oh yeah, what's up, people? We're back. It's the Social Marketing Show with your boy Pat Hilton, broadcasting live from the content hub of Dallas, Acoustic Force Media Private Studios. And it doesn't get any bigger than this. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We get a lot of inquiries from people about what they need to do to get on social media, start marketing themselves, start generating more attention, more buzz, more leads, more speaking engagements, more of everything. And I think that if you want all those things, then you have to just start doing it. You have to just hit record. You have to just hit stream. You have to just hit go in anything in life. For me, one of my big things that I need to be doing this year is really getting all my health and stuff dialed in for when I'm traveling and all of that kind of stuff. I end up in these hotels for 2 or 3 days, and if I don't prepare, then there's not really a whole lot of healthy food to eat or a place to work out or whatever. You have to prepare ahead of time for videos, just like that. You have to prepare ahead of time if you want to make payroll. You have to prepare ahead of time if you want to get a loan on a house. You have to be prepared. You can't just show up with no social media team, no social media strategy, no editor, no way to film, and no way to post and think you're going to crush it in 2025. It's all online now. Your entire company should be digital. I think that when everything went digital, it benefited me in a major way, because gone were the days where you had to be so traditional about the way that you did business. Back in the day, it was like you wear a suit and a tie and X, Y, and Z. Nowadays, you see people on stage speaking about business, they got tattoos and stuff. It's different than it used to be. Times have changed. Celebrity entrepreneurs are like the new rock stars of this generation. The Rock isn't just an actor or a former pro wrestler, right? He's a brand. How are you turning yourself into a brand? I think that's the important question. If Logan and Jake Paul can fight Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson off using YouTube and digital video branding, then what can you do? A lot of people might say, oh, that guy, he's an idiot, or this person's a clown, or this person, I could do that. And it's like, well, then why aren't you? Because that's not an excuse in 2025 when you have the most advanced technology on the face of planet Earth in the history of mankind in your freaking pocket, and you don't post anything and nobody knows who you are. That's your own fault at this point. You should be losing to Jake Paul if you aren't using that tool in your pocket to help yourself generate attention or leads or business. It's right here in your pocket. Right here. If I were you, I would be learning how to use that tool, or I'd hire somebody that knows how to use it so that you can use it in business. Everybody knows now that the election that just went down was the middle class, the working class's middle finger to the people that have been screwing with the money supply, screwing with the interest rates, and screwing with the people who actually work in this country for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. Who cares about who won? Let's talk about why the person won. Things are going in a different direction. The digital entrepreneur is now the celebrity of the new era, not the famous record label artist of the past, not the famous news broadcaster of the past. Those days have changed. It's right here on your Facebook network. The person that's on your Facebook network today, that's been doing it day after day after day after day after day after day, is going to be the person that gets the goods tomorrow and next year and 2026 and 2027. And so that's either you, or it's me, or it's somebody like me. Because I'm telling you something, I'm going to be broadcasting and posting these videos all the time. All the time. And it's going to continue to get better and better and better and better and better. And it's not going to be a surprise to anybody when I get opportunities. I'm not the smartest, but out of everyone I know on social media, I work one of the hardest. The only people that I have run into that outdo me on social media are like Gary Vee and Grant Cardone and like the biggest names. Everybody else in the middle gets decimated by Pat Hilton, the acoustic force. It's not even close. I see you guys, you post like one little text turd, those little turd text things. Dude, that's not a brand. People want to see you, hear you, feel you, so they can believe you, purchase from you, collaborate with you. If they can't see you, why should they believe you? You say you've done all this stuff. I see a lot of people say how many millions of dollars they've done. I've seen it for years and years and years. I was a street performer 10 years ago. Do you actually think you're going to fool somebody who was singing by the taco stand 10 years ago for $40? Bro, I know most of you are full of shit. You're $1 million, $10 million coach with a $40 webcam. Okay. Okay. Nobody believes you. Just like nobody believes ABC, NBC, MSNBC, or Fox anymore. They don't believe the traditional garbage anymore. They believe what's actually happening on the streets. You are the voice for your brand. You are the face for your brand. Everybody knows that Jeff Bezos is the CEO of Amazon. He's the face of that brand. Everybody knows Elon is Tesla, SpaceX, and X, the social platform. He's the face of those platforms. Dana White is the face of the UFC. Conor McGregor can walk around and say he's the face of the fight game all he wants. Dana White was writing your checks when you were broke. Dana White's the face of the fight game, not you, Conor McGregor. He made you. Because the opportunity came from Dana. Daddy Dana. And you're damn right, I would take an opportunity from Danny Dana any freaking day of the week. He is the face of the UFC. When people want to ask the UFC a question about who John Jones is fighting next, who do they ask? Not Conor McGregor. They ask Dana White, because Dana White is the face of the fight game. What are you the face of? If I go to your page right now and all I see is some text and a picture of you with your kids, don't tell me you're the face of the industry, because you're not. Somebody out there is coming for your pie, bro. I've seen it. I've seen gurus come and go for years and years and years. I've seen successful people come and go. The most successful people that I run into have one common thing. They collaborate very well. They find people with great strengths, and they make social media content and post it every single day. Every day. And these are just the people I run into. It doesn't mean I know everything. These are just the people I'm exposed to. So I'm very aware that everything works. You don't need to remind me. But I'm telling you what works for a lot of people is making social content, collaborating really well with others so that everyone makes money, and going out there and becoming the face of an industry, right? What are you doing to do that? For a long time, people talked about the New England Patriots. The Patriots were the big dynasty, right? They were the big dynasty. They were the big shots. And after a while, that changed. Now it's like the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, Musk puts in the work. Bezos puts in the work. Hoffman knows. So what are you? What is your dynasty, right? For a while, people were all on that Duck Dynasty. I never watched it, but I like beards. I can't really grow one very well, but I like beards. So think about it. What's your thing? What are people going to know you for? Because if they don't know you, they can't flow you. That's like Grant Cardone 101. If nobody knows who you are, nobody knows what you do, and nobody can see you, hear you, feel you, believe you, why are they going to spend money with you? Because money is an exchange between people. People make exchanges between people. What value am I going to get? What long-term success can I create by investing? And the cool thing about me and my company is you can literally look and see physically where everybody's money went that gave me money. It went back into creating a creative space that we can all use to make more money. It's like blatantly obvious. Anybody that gave Pat Hilton $1, That dollar turned into a microphone system and a setup and a creative environment for that same exact person to come out and use and be successful. I invested back in my people because I know this is where the marketplace is going. If I can provide the environment and I can provide the gear and I can provide the tools to help you succeed on social media, why the fuck would you choose anybody else? What other marketing CEO that does what I do has been on stage with Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Ed Milet, Andy Frisella, and all the big guys, Tim Grover? There isn't anybody that's done it like us, because I go out there and I became the face of the event hosting space, the entertainment side of the business conferences. There's a couple other really great MCs, and then there's like Pat Hilton, the rogue renegade. What are you? What are people going to know you for? Now, maybe you're one of those people that just wants to buy companies in the background, but I'm telling you, eventually you're going to go to an Alex Hormozy thing and learn from acquisition.com, or you're going to go to a Kyle Mallion thing, or you're going to go to a Carl Allen thing, or whoever, and they're all going to tell you the same thing, that you got to get on camera, build your client acquisition funnel, so that you are the known, trusted expert in your space. Everybody's going to tell you the same thing. The same thing I've been telling you for 10 years. The same thing that took me off the side of the bar corner, or the side of the street corner, and put me on stage at 10X GrowthCon in front of 9,500 people when I was making $100 a night in the bars. It should be so obvious to you now what the plan of attack is going into 2025. It's right here on your phone. And if you're not doing it, I'm telling you, we are. And we're coming for everything. Everything. And the good thing about me is I don't need it all. Right? I don't need it all. I just want to work with the best people and hit the shots that they don't see so that they can accelerate. That's my job. That's my job. I'm a wingman. But anything that gets in my radar range is getting taken out. Anything. How are you going to be that for your client base? How are you going to be that? Like, dude, our clients, they text us. We respond like almost within the minute. Direct access to our team. Customer service, man. I order meals. I order meals from this company. They're called Nutrition Solutions. This is a great example. They're like the best customer service ever. And it's like, oh, hey, I'm going to be in Orlando this week. Can you guys send my meals to the hotel in Orlando? I know it's Tuesday and you're probably sending them out tonight or tomorrow morning, but can you do it? No problem, Pat. We'll make sure we get it. Let's just confirm that this is the correct address you sent us, and I'll make sure I make that change. Amazing. Like within the minute. And then physically, the meals that I need to eat to not be a fat ass show up at the hotel so that I can eat decent at my performance that weekend. That's great customer service. I don't know when I signed up for that service, but I have been paying for it every single week since that day, and it's amazing because I don't have to think about it. And I bet you if I didn't eat those meals 85, 90% of the time, I would look like the side of a barn. But because I do eat those, I feel really good. I'm eating way cleaner than I have in a long time, maybe probably ever. And the results speak for themselves. I'm producing, elevating, and executing on a whole nother frequency. You got to think about what are you in that category? And you look at the CEO from Nutrition Solutions, the guy's freaking jacked. He's in great shape. You're going to order food from a food company that doesn't have a jacked CEO? I wouldn't. I'll just tell you straight up, I wouldn't pay for it. There's no way. Because what the CEO does and represents is very important to the consumer. And that's why when you look at media companies or a media CEO or whatever, the guy I see that's doing it is Gary Vee. He's a media company CEO. He's got content coming out every day. And then you got other content people that don't post anything, but they're magically going to help you be successful on social media. Get the fuck out of here. You wouldn't trust me to show you how to make $1 million in 1 year because I've never done it. Gotten close, but I've never done it. Not in 1 year. I've cumulative. Got $1 million in sales cumulative. We're a 7-figure agency. It's not in 1 year. You wouldn't trust me to teach you how to do something I've never done. That would be stupid. So you got to think outside the box here. Hold yourself accountable. I keep it super real. I'm willing to do that because I know where my lines are and how I can push those, how I can break those barriers. But until you identify what those things are, where those barriers are, and where those next levels are, how are you ever going to get there? So if you want to be great at something, you got to start doing it. I had no idea what I was doing with like a podcast. I'm just a live performer, live entertainer guy. And I'm like, you know what? Then turn it into that. Turn the whole show into you just being an entertainer. And the show side of it will figure itself out once you figure out the gear, figure out multi-camera, figure out how to do it on the road. And now here we are. I could do these till I'm blue in the face. So if you want to do something, you want to be great at something, go out and start doing it. Most likely your first workout's going to be trash. You're going to last like 82 seconds in the sauna. You're going to last like 11 seconds in the cold plunge. Your first video might not do very well. But dude, the 100th, 200th, 2000th video, who knows? Who knows what that could hold, but you'll never get there if you don't hit go. Hit it, go ahead and get it. Have a great day. Get started. What do you want? Do you want to become the face of a category in your industry? Dude, it starts with you, man. Look in the mirror, figure out what that is and what you're willing to do to become that. And then go do it. Peace.